Explore the mystical side of life in a multi-dimensional way. Welcome to Integrative Mystic with Anne Vivian.
Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome to the show. This is Anne speaking. We are flying to the end here. Just a couple more episodes in this Archangel series. Thank you so much for joining me here on Integrative Mystic on mindbodyspirit.fm. I'm excited to be on this podcast network. I'm excited to be doing this podcast and doing this Archangel podcast series. So I want to invite you in, my friend. Take a deep breath. Feel your body in this space. Feel your heart center. Feel your lungs breathe in the air and feel your heart pumping the blood through your body. You are consciousness incarnate right now. Aware of your body, aware of your spirit. Welcome. We are between the worlds in the integrative mystic space. We are going to continue on the Archangel journey today, exploring the Archangel of Nature, Archangel Ariel. Each Archangel episode, I share with you the communication that I have received from each particular Archangel using a psychic blindfold. So I did not consciously know which Archangel I was communing with using the envelope divination or psychic blindfold. And as a psychic experiment, this psychic experiment, I share with you the information, experiences, communications I received, and the information I found out when I researched the Archangel, and talk about ways to work with that Archangel. So it's been quite a journey, quite a collection of experiences for me. Archangel Ariel, let's get to it. I love Archangel Ariel. I work with him, her. A lot of people feel she is a feminine archangel, although many people believe there are no gender to the archangels. It's up to you. Do you feel like they have more of a masculine or feminine feeling or gender, particular gender or not? I don't particularly feel a feminine energy with Ariel per se, but I could see how people might working with Ariel. So I work with Archangel Ariel quite a bit. I work with Ariel when I'm working with the earthly realm, and I sometimes call on Ariel for help with things of an earthly nature, manifesting, working with nature or animals or plants or nature spirits or plant spirits, elementals. And I love working with Archangel Ariel. She is one of my main archangels that I will call upon. Although honestly, in this Archangel series, it's opened the doorway to inspire me to call on more angels that I haven't worked with more often, because I have forged new connections and understandings and alliances. So I encourage you to do your own psychic blindfold, your own personal communications with each of the archangels, and see what you come up with. It's really interesting. I love doing this with all sorts of entities. So I have my own experience with the entity instead of my own research, instead of just reading something in a book, or trying to connect with an entity. And well, let me just put it this way. Doing a psychic blindfold, a psychic experiment, it helps decrease your analytical mind, your preconceived notions of the energy, the personality, the nature of a particular entity, be that angel or nature spirit or crystal or what have you, and helps you to have a more direct experience of that energy. That's my 2 cents on psychic blindfolds and why I encourage you to do them. So Archangel Ariel, powerful, beautiful, lovely Ariel. When I did my envelope divination, the personality that I picked up was very fast moving. I felt sparkly, kind of like fairy like or sparkles. Um, Intuitive. I also felt a strong healing, service orientation. I feel that with a lot of the archangels is the service and the giving. I also felt heroic, timely, and helps people understand themselves. And for astrological houses, I tuned into houses 4, 6, 3, and 10. So Archangel Ariel is known as the Archangel of Nature, including working with and governing the natural forces of wind or air, water, the earth, and the material plane in general. Also, overseeing healing and helping animals, plants, minerals, the animal kingdom, plant kingdom, mineral kingdom. And so there's a strong healing component with animals in the earth and plants and the mineral kingdom. I feel houses 6 and 10 I may have picked up because they're earthy houses, they're earth houses. But it's interesting, the fast, sparkly energy that I was picking up on. I feel like that might have something to do with how Archangel Ariel does have a strong association with the element of air. Also the association with like all of the elements, but specifically there's, I believe, some depictions of Ariel um, being in the sky, associated with wind, air. Also, has strong associations with water and the earth. Um, so just nature in general and the elements in general. But I don't know if that was part of I'm picking up on the air part. So when I tuned into color for Ariel, I saw orange, purple, teal, and silver. I don't think there's a huge agreement in the metaphysical community which of the rays of light, the seven rays, Ariel is associated with. Some people say the third ray, the pink ray, but many people associate Ariel with a pink, light pink color with an orange color, which makes sense with the earthiness, right? Um, and also gold, white, and indigo, but I definitely saw orange and pink as strong associations. And I can see that with the nature connection. When I tuned in for images, I saw metal being bent, so bending metal. I saw a being in the sky, some sort of entity in the sky or the clouds. I saw a tree, a buzzing bee, and a bridge. So here's my interpretation of what I saw. Ariel is known as the bridge between the worlds of human and nature consciousness. He can help you to connect with nature spirits, elves, fairies, undines, all of the nature spirits, and just the realm of nature. So I think the bridge might have been a psychic image expressing that bridge between those worlds. Bending metal. So Ariel is associated with the material plane, working with the material plane, influencing the material plane and matter. I think that was what bending metal was trying to communicate. And again, I saw that, angel entity being in the sky. I think that was, showing me the wind, air, elemental association. So interesting. And very a lot of nature scenes with the bee and the tree and the clouds, and there was just like a lot of nature feelings. So that makes sense. Archangel Ariel is referred to in the ancient mystical text, the Greater Key of Solomon. I believe she has been referred to in a number of esoteric texts, ancient texts, but we'll go through a few. The Greater Key of Solomon, and that's a magical text dating back to the 14th century, in the, I think, 1600s, referred to in the hierarchy of blessed angels. Ariel's referred to in the Dead Sea Scrolls and several other Jewish mystical texts. So there's a lot of references to Ariel. And when I was tuning into what Ariel helps with, I did actually get like this very nurturing feeling, like helping with parenting or caregiving or children. I also felt ghosts pretty specifically. intuition, gardening, and finances. So, yeah, Ariel is very nurturing and healing towards nature and animals and helping us to heal nature and learn how to use nature to heal, helping to heal animals, animal healing. There is a nurturing element. And I think that might have been when I was tuning to the fourth house, that it is kind of a motherly, feminine, nurturing feeling there. Also, I tuned into spirits, ghosts. Ariel actually is associated with spirit releasement, which I didn't actually write down here in my research, but I remember reading that. So I'm going to include that. It still counts. And so Ariel can help with the spirit releasement. Also, with finances, helps with manifesting. He's associated with these magical texts about working with matter in the material plane and manifesting and magic. So finances. And then gardening, I think there's the earth plane, there's the nature. So here is the message I got in the envelope divination, not knowing which angel I was communicating with. It's really interesting. Here it is. I am one with the underlying forces of matter. I am coiled in the woods and the streams. I help people uncover the mysteries and let in the light. I am able to help people break free from old patterns and move on. I'm able to help people return to themselves, which is interesting because the first associations I got with Ariel and her personality was helps people understand themselves. So there's kind of a repeated message about helping you understand themselves, helping people understand themselves, return to themselves. I kind of see that as Ariel helping us to ground, helping us to kind of ground with our own earth, our own grounded consciousness. But it's interesting. I got that repeated component in this psychic divination, psychic blindfold, excuse me. I think there might be a spirit releasement component to the breaking free and moving on from old patterns. Mystery, I help people uncover the mysteries and let in the light. There's so many magical texts associated with Ariel and manifestation. I'm wondering if that is connected with that part. And I mean, the part I channeled, I am one with the underlying forces of matter. Hello, that's exactly Ariel. So that made me feel like I'm really connecting with, what other people have connected with Ariel, the underlying forces of matter, how to work with and create and manifest and harmonize with the material plane, with matter, with how to manifest. So that's, right up Ariel's sleeve: manifestation, divine magic, nature, the material plane. So to work with Ariel, call on Ariel to connect with nature, to connect with your own nature, to connect with earth nature, nature spirits, the fairies, the undines, the water spirits, the elves, the earth spirits, to connect with animals or healing the earth. Ariel can also help you in working with the material plane and manifesting your goals and desires as she works with the structures of matter. And she can also be very helpful for grounding if you feel a little bit wonky, a little bit off. Call on Ariel to help you ground to the earth, ground to yourself, ground to spirit. For a ritual idea, if you have an animal in your life, your own animal or an animal out there who is in need of some TLC, imagine this animal, imagine Ariel's healing energy charging a crystal of your choosing with that archangel healing energy, with the energy of spirit and your higher self. And you can either imagine and visualize that energy, intend for that energy to go to that animal if that animal is not with you or it's not practical to bring the crystal to the animal, or you can place this crystal next to the animal and connect it with your intention, with words of affirmation, with prayer, with energy work. And Ariel is a very powerful healing force for animals. And I have called upon Ariel before for healing different beautiful fur babies and animals in my life and the lives of others, in animals who weren't in my life, but I knew that needed some help. So that is my experience, research, personal research, and other people's research on Archangel Ariel. What's a magical, fantastic angel? I suggest doing your own research to work with him, her. I pulled some cards for the week ahead. This is for the week of November 28th, 2022, or whenever you're listening to this podcast. Pulled some a tarot card and a couple angel cards for this week ahead. We're in the time of Sagittarius. What a fun time of year. Holidays, celebration. What's not to love, right? Well, not everybody loves this time of year. I think it can be a very inspiring time of year. The energy does tend to move a little faster in some ways, and sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. Sometimes it can be a little chaotic. So what's your experience of November, my friend? I pulled the Three of Wands for the tarot card of travel, business acumen, opportunity. So a lot of people are doing traveling around this time of year. I'm tuning into the Three of Wands for us for this week ahead. I feel like the guidance is it's a good time to meander and take it slow. It's a good time to smell the roses. Pace yourself is the message, and refrain from comparing yourself too much from others. There's been a wave of comparisons that I felt in the collective. So shift gears, hold yourself a little bit back, try and find another current to let carry you other than the comparison currents, because that is not a very helpful current. So are you overly comparing yourself with others? Appreciate your own path, appreciate your own progress. Compete with yourself, not with others. Compete with, to be your best self, not to beat out other people. And pace yourself this week, my friend. This is also a card of abundance and opportunities. And speaking of, I did pull the angel card Zadkiel. Zadkiel is an angel that is associated with divine prosperity and abundance. So we've got some abundance cards coming out here, and the time of Sagittarius is the time of abundance. So I feel like, with this particular Zadkiel coming out, and of course we got Ariel helping us this week with abundance and the Three of Wands, I feel like there might be a tendency to overlook something perhaps that might be an opportunity if you can slow down and use your more subtle, refined senses to pick up on subtleties and small clues, which might lead you to opportunities for increasing your finances and abundance. So to increase your abundance and help your financial planning this week, pace yourself. We've got divine plan and also purity angel cards for this week. I feel like there's going to be a lot of help offered for those who are open to it. Help for creating a plan to help you move forward. There's support and help. And I feel like this week it's a good week to seek help, guidance, advice from a mentor, and it might be an unexpected mentor, and to try and keep your vibe high, my friend. Purity. So sometimes during this time of year there's just that chaotic energy, or maybe a little bit of excess in what we're intaking. So you might be around people who can potentially influence you if you let them to go into an unhelpful direction, or maybe you're comparing yourself, or you're allowing yourself to be influenced by someone who it's not helpful for you to be influenced by. So remember to ground yourself. You can ask Ariel for help in this. Ground yourself and center yourself, slow yourself down, and connect with spirit, connect with your own higher self, ground yourself to the earth so that you can keep your vibe high, even if you're mixing with people or situations that might um, you know that might offer a lower vibration that you don't really want to marinate in for too long. You can be with a lot of different people and still emanate that vibration of love and gratitude and confidence and appreciation. Um, Even if you're around people who maybe are gossipy or, looking at the negative side or complaining or, um, moving in a different direction vibrationally, you can still maintain that high vibration. And then soon the universe, like attracts like, brings you more of, as you hold that vibration of love and gratitude. And, we all have moments where we're seeing things in a critical way. That's called being human, and we need our critical mind. But in order to have your best experience possible, remember to just continually ground yourself and remind yourself of the truth and connect with spirit. Use your spiritual practice, and that can help you have a beautiful week this week. And I hope you have a beautiful week this week, my friend. And I want to thank you again for tuning into this podcast. You can check this out on my YouTube channel, Creative Psyche Studio, or mindbodyspirit.fm, or the mindbodyspirit.fm app. Check out my website, creativepsychestudio.com, to find out more about me and my groups and services. I look forward to seeing you at the next group or connecting with you at the next podcast. Thank you again for tuning in. Have a beautiful week, my friend.